new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
Today is Friday, June 8th of 2018, and you're listening to episode 154 of the BCC Podcast. I'm Ford, and here with me today is LQ.
Hello, everyone. I think it's actually still been a while since I've been on because the last episode went to heck.
Wait, should I not be listening to this as 154 then?
Wait. No, because you guys did another one after that, but I wasn't there because I was at a wedding.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's been a while.
I am also joined by the one, the only Mace.
Hello, everyone. I'm tired.
Actually, no, you're wrong.
Voice.
There's another Mace.
There's
Yeah,
another
but
Mace?
this is the cool Mace.
I shall kill him and take my title back.
You don't remember other Mace?
Yeah, I know
No,
other
I
Mace.
remember other
This
Mace.
is the cooler Mace.
I've been maced.
Now, the other
You have my
Mace,
condolences.
the really not as cool Mace, is also joining me. He is also known as Leo.
When I was just 3 years old, I left my lips out in the cold.
They fell off.
They
Now
tried-
you got
Leo,
robot ones.
We had a meeting about this.
What could I do? I'm sorry. It was just too good an opportunity to pass up.
Leo, you're holding us back all the time.
Just
And
too
last but
good.
not least, I'm joined by Orion.
I was not at a wedding. That's what I was doing.
Not congratulations.
okay.
Actually, were you here last week, Orion?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, except my internet was so slow that
That's why we have the last podcast doesn't came out.
It said it took like 9 to 12 hours to upload the audio, and then it just cut out like once.
Yeah,
every
if
time
it-
I tried to upload it.
If your upload speed is that bad, it's just not going to happen.
Mhm.
You need to get better internet already.
And if your computer is idle, goes
Well,
into
our-
power-saving mode, it can cut
well-
off the internet connection.
Our landline is pretty much toast now, and that's why it's slow, because we have the stupid landline. And now
Wait, the landline
Do you
doesn't
still have
slow it
dial-up,
down,
Ryan?
though.
no, because it's a package of
Because of the package.
Yeah, so we're paying more for less, and we have the same old modem box that's been here for like years.
Ryan, when you connect to the internet, does it make that noise?
Does connecting to the internet make a noise?
It did.
Yeah,
a
Orion-
long
I don't think
time
Orion
ago
ever
in the
had
dial-up
dial-up.
days.
Did
What?
you ever have dial-up, Orion? I don't think you had
When-
internet until DSL was a thing, did you?
I didn't get on the internet until like 2013 or 14.
Okay, yeah.
Orion doesn't know about dial-up.
You're too young for that reference.
Yeah, I didn't get
You
on.
see, Orion,
until
back
then.
in the day, the way you connected to the internet was through the phone. No one could call anyone while you're connected to the internet. It made this noise. It was
What,
like
did
a
you
very
guys do that?
specific noise. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
That's how I used to go on Lego.com. It was
Mhm.
through
That's how
dial-up.
you
I
used to
believe
play
it
the
sounded like-
Mountain Dew online game.
Well, wait, like, well, I mean, I had internet, some internet to play like Lego Universe back in when that came out and stuff.
Lego Universe was long after dial-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
My provider
Yeah.
was called CompuServe.
Dial-up.
CompuServe
When
isn't
did
around
DSL
anymore.
come?
No,
Like
but
around, it's been around a while. I think it became more popular on 5, 6.
Yeah.
huh? Well, anyway, though, this landline
is
that
the
I
sound.
have. Well, no, that just sounds like our phone. Literally, that just sounds
Nope.
like our phone. Who's it calling?
Yep.
Is it ET?
It made that sound every time you connected to the internet.
Ah,
That's
nostalgia.
amazing. Anyway,
It's like
we
a-
get like
I can't
like-
believe
Oh,
you
to
it's
be
like
a
a rocket
caveman.
ship.
Well,
again.
no, I don't need that because we get like yesterday we had 10 calls in the morning back to back with no voicemail because no one can leave a voicemail anymore, and we can't pick up the phone anymore. But they still won't get rid of it
Rip.
Freaky.
Why?
because it's like it's the same number they've had for like decades. I don't know.
Let the past die.
Yeah.
They
Kill it
haven't
if you
seen the
have
Last
to.
Jedi.
No.
No, and
Orion, then that's how you get him to get new internet. Then go
Watch
get
the
the Last Jedi.
I don't.
And say, hey,
No.
he's talking
Kill
about our
your
internet provider when that scene
I
comes.
can't remember a time, like, if there was ever a time where I didn't have to go to the library to upload something bigger than, like, just a minuscule file. It's
Yeah,
like
there
it-
never has been a time.
There never has been a
Single-handedly
time.
keeping that library afloat.
Like, It's disappointing,
Right?
man.
When you get better internet, you're gonna have like so much more time in your life.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will, because it won't take like 45 minutes to download, audio bytes or
Yeah.
stuff for editing.
Like the videos you're uploading would only take 2 minutes on my internet.
Even
That's
on
cool.
mine,
like
it'd only
even
take
no
10
on the
minutes.
library internet, it takes 20.
Yeah, the library internet's horrible.
Probably
I
because
tried
you're
telling
at
my
the
parents I have
library.
worse internet than people in like I don't know, some Russian
Ukraine.
place.
Actually, most countries besides the USA have way faster internet than we do.
Why
Okay,
is that?
maybe it's just the
useful?
meme that the Russians have bad.
Yeah, like
internet.
Eastern Europe strangely has really fast internet.
Probably because they're
Why?
run by
What
like
is their
some
secret?
big government that
I think
like,
they're-
allows
They
them
have
to
less
that kind of
people
speed.
and less land.
It's
There
like
you
government
go.
run internet.
Yeah,
Russia has less land.
We're
I
not
don't
talking
know
about
why
Russia.
it
We're
is,
talking
actually.
about
I've never
Europe.
looked into it.
East Europe.
It might be. I think it is because generally a lot of European countries are more densely populated than the U.S. I don't know.
A lot
But
of
they don't.
Europeans
They
are
don't
more
use their
dense.
technology as often
Maybe.
as we do.
I got them.
Ain't that
Maybe
the
Rootin' Tootin'
truth?
Putin can pull some strings.
Kidding.
Got no strings.
Either way,
But luckily today we're not on dial-up, so we can watch movie trailers.
we
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
Well,
Specifically,
no, it's still hard for me to watch movie trailers though. It's like
Yeah.
it's like 480p and it takes 5 seconds
now
between
for
every
me,
30.
this
It makes
trailer
you
that we are
cherish
going to
it.
be discussing was
Uh-huh.
very hard to watch
The
because
Bumblebee
for
trailer?
me it was
No.
one of the worst I've ever seen.
Okay.
Wait, no,
How to
that's
Train Your
simply-
Dragon 3's trailer
That's
wasn't
not
that bad.
true. That's not true. Like there's other trailers that came out this week that you've seen that were worse than the Lego
Like
movie
the
trailer.
Spider-Man.
No.
Okay,
The
that is
Spider-Verse
true.
trailer was
Like,
way worse.
That
Not only
wasn't
was
bad.
that-
It just
not only
had
was that
jumpy
trailer-
animation.
I
Intentionally
will
jumpy
say
animation.
The
It wasn't
trailer
bad
for
aside
the
from
Lego
that.
Movie 2, the second part.
Yeah.
God, I hate that title.
Okay, I didn't think it was great at
It's
first. So just a second,
still-
someone point out to me though, it's a pun. Because
Wait, how did
the
you
Lego,
not get that?
How did you not get that?
I don't know. Maybe because I was
It's-
listening
it's-
to Ford about.
What?
Wait, am
It's-
I the
it's
one
called-
that you're saying that to?
It's
or-
the second part, and it's
Yeah.
called the Lego Movie. How?
I didn't get it for a while.
I still think it's a bad movie title.
What was the previous title for it?
The
Because there was
Beast
another
of
one.
Resistance.
No, there was not another title going around.
And that's
that
a
I
rumor.
liked
I've
better.
never
name
heard
for
about
the
another
first
title.
movie, Leo.
I
Huh.
It was Adventures in Fabuland.
I don't think that was it.
Don't
know,
I don't
maybe.
think there was a
No.
title.
I am clearly kidding. Do you know what Fabuland even is, dude?
I know
You
you're
know
kidding.
what
I was
that
saying no to your
is.
joke.
You know though, like even though
Everyone knows what
this
Fabuland
this
is.
trailer like it looks good, and again I don't understand how this movie looks better than the other previous two Lego movies. I mean why didn't they just, if they're reusing assets from the first movie, why didn't they just
Okay, yeah,
reuse...
the animation is way better. You see, that was Lego Batman at first. The first trailers, they were using the assets like this, but somewhere along the lines, they changed a bunch of them.
Yeah, and then like the Lego Ninjago movie just like took like this horrible
Oh,
nosedive.
please
I
don't mention
know.
it. No.
Like all
It's so disappointing.
man, PTSD
So
to
that is one
motion
thing
blur.
actually that makes me look forward to Lego Movie 2 more. I think it still looks like it's going to be very visually appealing.
Well, yeah. Speaking of being visually appealing, though, and maybe this is just a pet peeve, because I know, like in the original movie, they reference like older movies that like maybe kids wouldn't watch, but to me, it just seems so weird that in this trailer, like the first 25 seconds are Mad Max Fury Road references, and like none of you have. Wait. Well, no. Okay, I think Mace has seen it, but outside of me and Mace, no one here has seen that movie. And I don't think anyone is gonna know what.
Why
like,
would
the,
kids
the-
watch that movie?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like I
Might
think
be a
it's
bit violent
cool,
for
but
kids,
I
I
don't
suppose.
really, I don't really
think- well, to
understand
be
why
fair,
they're
I
building
understood
so
what they-
much around it. Like
I
that.
understood like what they were going for without having seen the movie, so it doesn't rest on you having seen. I think they're just more like inspired by it.
Right. I
Yeah.
I,
I'm
I just
guessing that's
found
gonna
it.
be
And
like
I
the
think
first
that's
10
only going
minutes
to
of
be
the
in the
movie is
very
all.
beginning. I think they're going to go on their adventure
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Right. And it's probably just me, but I don't know. Given because I've seen the movie and so many shots were like exact recreations from the movie, it just seemed.
I don't
know,
doubt that, but
odd.
it might just
Yeah, no,
be
that is a
something
good
that they
point.
did
Wait, they
It's
had,
a reference.
they had
That-
cyborgs.
It's an
But that's the
obscure
thing-
in
reference.
Mad Max.
That's the thing though that kind of makes me a little bit worried, especially throughout the trailer. I keep noticing how they keep referencing the I mean, of course, it's a sequel. You got to reference the previous movie, but it's like they're referencing hooks and jokes from the first movie that made the first movie good.
I think that I'm hoping at least that's just gonna be a trailer thing because that will convince a lot of people to go see it.
But then like the Mad Max thing, it's like if you. Its whole visual appeal of the first like 20 seconds of the trailer, it's like frame by frame reconstructions of that movie. It's like, I hope there's an actual vision behind this movie instead of talented animators being directed by someone saying, make it look like this.
The interesting part is we only really saw footage from like the first eighth of the movie in the trailer, obviously.
Right, yeah. Well, and there's probably a chance that it could all be just cut, actually.
Yeah, there is.
Like
the
with
entire
the Lego...
first Ninjago trailer was completely cut.
A lot of the Batman ones too. A lot of the Batman.
I don't think they're going to be that, but I think I'm hoping they learned their lesson a little bit.
Well, with Lego Ninjago,
we'll
they literally, what was it? They made like over a quarter or like half of the movie, showed it to Jackie Chan to get him to come on board, and then they just scrapped it and did new stuff.
Yeah, they scrapped it a lot. I don't think they made half of it. They made a couple scenes.
Oh, wow.
No, I heard it was like a good quarter of the movie.
There's a bridge scene, and then there's the scene with the kitchen and the baby. Is the only scenes
Okay.
They did make like a quarter of the movie and then change the plot entirely.
I thought the scene with the kitchen and the baby made it into the movie.
No, it didn't.
It did not make it into the movie.
I think it might be referenced like in one. Yeah,
they flushed the baby down the toilet. And now they're coming back in this new Lego movie.
Though, I did
sewer
really
babies.
like the joke about the sewer babies.
I feel like that's gonna be a big meme later on.
And they were all.
I'm calling it. It's gonna be a meme. Sewer babies somehow. I don't know.
See, that one did things like that. I was very pessimistic about the movie. I think the trailer made me slightly more hopeful for it.
Yeah,
it actually made me less hopeful.
But again, like
we'll get to your opinion later.
The reason I'm not excited, like too excited, is because why I'm worried about the lack of vision, how they're referencing all the stuff from the first movie and how they're recreating all this stuff from other movies. It's like, again, you have the director of Trolls, Shipwrecked, and
Shrek Forever After.
Yeah, Shrek Forever After, and the writer of Big Mama. So I mean, I mean,
is there only one writer for this?
No. See, okay, Lord and Miller, they wrote a draft or two from what I've heard, and then it was rewritten a couple times by the guy who did Big Mama, and then it was rewritten by the guy who worked on BoJack Horseman, a couple episodes of that. I think the Big Mama guy and the BoJack Horseman guy, they're both working in tandem, but Lord and Miller's names are just kind of put up there for just recognition only at this point.
All right.
Yeah, I feel a lot better if they had more control over this.
I don't. What are they busy with right now? Anyway, I don't know.
Flash?
I don't know. Getting fired.
Flash.
I thought they were murdered because nobody had seen them after Solo happened. But then they came back because they were doing something else. So I guess they weren't murdered.
What is that something else?
Wow, this writer hasn't really written all that much.
Yeah. See, that's a little bit.
Wait, there's only one writer on a Lego movie? Oh my goodness!
To be fair, this has going for it. Its credits are way more concise than the Lego Ninjago movie.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
it's more concise than Lego
Matt
movie.
Fogel screenplay. What has Matt Fogel done?
Matt Fogel?
That sounds like a fake name for someone who's a fan of the Daredevil TV show.
Well, he worked on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, so that means he actually worked with Lord and Miller before.
Oh, that's good. At least he knows them. In some way.
Well, he was miscellaneous crew on it, though.
That's a good sign.
He was their biggest fan, now he's breaking into the industry so he can become their peer.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
okay, I'll admit, I do like the style. The animation looks good. I like the flying house kind of thing.
I like that Planty is getting a larger part.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do not have
it's Star-Lord and Groot in a Lego movie.
They don't have what?
Lord and Miller haven't directed anything except 2 episodes of The Last Man on Earth and since 2014.
Cowards.
They haven't done anything in like 4 years. What's going on?
Why is that?
Probably
Well,
because they got
'cause-
fired from Solo. Zing.
No, it's like they got
They've been
fired from
working on that
Solo.
Spider-Man
They
movie.
left the Flash, and then they, man, most talented, not wanted directors in Hollywood at this point. I
Wow.
don't know.
And it was a mistake for them to leave Flash.
Apparently, they're still
it was a
credited,
mistake for the Flash,
credited
perhaps,
as
but it
executive
wasn't a mistake
producer
for
for
them.
Star Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
would
what they
they
said.
would have
Wait,
to be.
wait,
It's
wait,
a
wait,
customary
wait.
credit.
Okay, never mind. For a second, I thought that Phil Lord was credited for writing Unikitty, and I was like, okay, I've
No.
lost all hope. But no, he's just an executive producer.
Now, like if you go on IMDb to the Lego Movie 2 second part, what a mouthful! But you can see that they're credited for the screenplay. Now,
Okay, I guess. Wait, they are doing the Spider-Verse movie.
Yes.
What they are? Because
Yeah,
I
mentioned that
did
like
not
7
see that
times.
anywhere.
Yeah, they're writing. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are writing Spider-Verse.
Because it's not listed in their credits at all.
At least it's
The
not
screenplay is done by Lord and Phil and
Yeah.
Phil and whoever
Well-
the other guy's first name is did the visual direction.
I don't
as
see. I don't see Miller on here. I see Lord on
well.
here.
Lord wrote the screenplay. The two of them did the visual design.
Ooh, ouch.
I guess they know what they didn't do for the Lego movie then.
That's why the movie looks choppy and like stop motion because the stop motion boys.
That is kind of true.
It again. What is with like it? When I watch the trailer, it looks like I'm wearing cheap 3D glasses.
Peter Parker
What's with that
sucks.
filter?
Like, it makes him suck. Right?
I have no idea what's going on with that movie, and I think it's weird how much it's being promoted.
They're doing it
Then,
all
like-
choppy like that because they're trying to evoke still
And then they
images
gotta
of
go
a
No,
off
comic
like
Spider-Man.
book.
actually, you know
It's
what?
like,
You know what it
come on.
reminds me of? It reminds me of the Killing Joke trailer, which everyone hyped up, and then like later on reevaluation, they were like, "Man, this animation sucks because it's cheap."
And then the
Like,
movie
what-
came out, and
wait,
everyone was
'cause,
like,
I don't know
stop
what
it,
the- I don't-
please.
I don't know what the budget for this movie is, but it looks like something they'd air on Cartoon Network.
It does.
It's that
It's like-
studio
I've seen
regurgitated
YouTube
CGI
animation
It's really bad.
consistently better than this. In fact, something we're working on looks better than this.
Yeah, well, no, at least it's more consistent. But yeah, I don't think the budget was very big for this at all. I don't know what the story is, but
Or
they
it
probably
could've been huge
pulled.
budget, but it was
It's
just
Sony that's
misapplied.
funding it, isn't it?
Sony's
Uh,
paying for this entire movie as an entire project.
I wish I
yes.
knew what is
Well,
the
Sony
budget
paid
for
for
it?
the Emoji Movie, so you don't always make the best.
This
investments.
isn't shaping up to be very good, is it?
You see, now you know why I think Bumblebee is going to be a success over Christmas.
Well, but it's like Transformers. It's like
They all make money,
The
whether
last
people
one
want
didn't.
to or not.
The last night did not make as much money.
It made
no,
money.
no,
just
it
not as
made
much
it
money.
made buco money. Okay, it was
not that much.
no, it
They
did.
considered it a bomb back then.
No, okay, but that's like people saying like The Last Jedi was a bomb because it didn't make 2 billion or whatever,
Well,
or that
yes.
Infinity War was a bomb because it didn't make 2 billion in its like first couple weeks or whatever, like the first Force
Yeah,
Awakens.
it still made way more than they put into it. It was still a
Yeah.
commercial success.
Well, and it definitely profited. Why do people give Bay such a hard time? How did he think about it?
Because they
he
think
made
he's
Transform.
sexist. That's
No,
why.
because he made Transformers as bankable, if not more bankable than Star Wars.
that is true.
It's like you took this crummy little 90s cartoon or whatever.
Hey, it's not
and
crummy. It's got heart.
80s.
well, I
It's got heart.
well,
Gotta
a lot of
work
It has
a lot
heart,
of cartoons
but
from the
it
80s
has
are pretty
terrible
crummy.
scale.
Yeah.
So, but you took this little cartoon or whatever, and then you just, I'm aware it's more popular than just being a little cartoon, but yeah. And you made it into this billion-dollar franchise. It's one of the highest grossing franchises ever.
Now, just imagine if Michael Bay had done that with Thundercats instead.
Man,
Man,
ain't no
I
big
want to
heat
see
like that
Michael
movie.
Bay's
Wouldn't have caught on.
Thundercats.
Would not have caught on.
Can we get Michael Bay Thundercats? I want that.
Nah.
Well, I mean, he did, Michael Bay basically directed the first Ninja Turtles movie.
Well,
but-
like, who would want live
Oh
action
yeah, I forgot about
Thundercats?
that. I haven't actually seen it.
I
though.
kind of
I
liked the
have.
first Ninja Turtles movie.
It's,
had
it's weird,
It had a charm,
but,
sort
I
of.
don't- it's a little bit like J.J. Abrams and Michael Bay directed
Though that was
it.
produced by Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had way tighter control
I
over
swear,
Bay then.
every time I go to see a movie in theaters and it like has the Nickelodeon logo on it, I have to stop myself from laughing because it just like it's the most anti-cinematic brand I could think of. It's like Nickelodeon.
Well, I don't know, Food Network.
See, Nickelodeon, they have made some of the best TV quality movies, but
Well, okay, and again though, it's like why
the
is
Hero
this
Factory stuff?
why is
Yes.
it in a theater?
Well,
I'll do you one better. How is it in the theater?
Stop
I'll do you
it.
one better. Why is it in the theater?
Stop it.
Have you already said that?
Groot died
That's
in
it.
Infinity
I'm going
War.
invisible.
No, he killed in Infinity War.
What? Groot didn't kill himself in Infinity War.
No, I said he killed in Infinity War, not that he killed
Oh.
himself in Infinity War.
No, either way, Groot is killed in Infinity War. Oh
Yes.
no! Well,
Outriders were
oh no!
weird.
The Guardians are all dead. Well, oh, I'm so sad now.
Except for
Guardians of
Rocket.
the Galaxy 3. How are they gonna do it? How are they gonna do
It's
Black
almost
Panther
as
2?
if the events of that movie are going to be retconned soon.
Yeah,
How-
it's gonna.
How are they
start
gonna
off
do
with,
the next 3
It's
Spider-Man
gonna be
Guys,
just
movies?
Rocket
we're
at the
really
beginning,
off
and he's
topic.
gonna. And
Off
instead of
topic.
like
Were we
you know
ever on
the usual
topic?
beginning like upbeat kind of music, it's gonna start out playing All by Myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
here back to the Lego movie
Yes.
though.
I would love to see actually Guardians Volume 3, and it's just like
Yeah, it's just Rocket
and
flying in
yes,
space. He's like, all by myself. Don't wanna be.
But like back to the Lego movie, I guess, 'cause since we're talking about Marvel, yeah, as per always. Speaking of cinematic universes and stuff, I'm kind of curious as to because of the Lego Ninjago movies revenue, thing, and like I mean, they're expecting Lego movie to make a lot of money, obviously. Although I don't know why they gave the project to the guy who did Shipwreck. I don't understand that, but
He
what is
blackmailed
like
them.
the
real quick.
what?
You said something interesting there. Cinematic universe. Lego doesn't actually have one.
No, they're not really. Like, none of the movies are really interconnected, and I highly, highly doubt...
Not really interconnected. They're 100% not connected.
Yeah,
There's
I
never been a
highly doubt they're
reference to
gonna
the other
even
movies.
What's this?
reference.
Well, I mean,
the
like-
full
Connected to
Lego
anything?
Batman movie. Well, maybe
Well,
they might.
in fact,
They might
the
reference
Lego
the Lego
Batman movie contradicts
but they're
the
probably
Lego
not going to
movie.
have like Dick Grayson or Barbara Gordon or anybody like that.
Well, I mean,
and they're
it's
most
not like
definitely not going to reference the Ninjago movie because it did so poorly.
Well, I mean, I'm saying cinematic universe because they're all in the same style. They all have the same character, like they have crossover characters essentially. At least I think so.
No, actually.
you have
they
the
have
Lego
one, and it's Batman.
Anyway, what
Kind of.
I'm trying to say though is that even though it's not like saying we're not a cinematic universe, and it's not going to be
This
the
is-
same as Marvel, but they're
Alright, I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Is Shrek a cinematic universe?
Yeah.
no, because they're all direct sequels.
What about Puss in Boots?
Well, that's one movie. Wait, are you saying Puss in Boots is a cinematic universe? Because there's only
No,
one
I'm
movie.
saying that's the same
Puss
thing.
in Boots is a
The
spin-off, so
only-
it doesn't count as a
Well, I
cinematic
mean,
universe.
Yeah, I assume it is.
Batman
because-
is basically a spin-off in that sense. Then
Well,
none of the Lego movies
yeah.
are connected to each other.
It's kind of like X-Men if X-Men intended
It's
to
not a
be
universe.
different.
Well, what I'm
instead of
trying
just
to
being
say-
a mess.
Okay, fine. The Lego Saga. I'm just calling it a cinematic universe out of
It's not even a
practicality.
saga.
The Lego
They're-
okay.
series.
They
The
literally
Lego
don't interconnect.
include
series.
each other.
Well, then what are? I'm just trying to find a name for them because I find
They're
like
movies.
they're movies
that
that
have to do with
stylistically
Lego.
They're
they're
just
movies
Lego
that
movies,
sty-
right,
they're movies that
guys?
stylistically interconnect and have characters from the same movie. So I'm just like, I mean,
I don't know why they didn't make it a cinematic universe though, because it wouldn't have been hard.
Plot twist.
Well, no.
Joker and Lloyd will be in the next movie.
But it's like even if it was, I don't think they do it like Marvel is doing it. Like you wouldn't have like the crossovers the way that they do it. It would be different. But anyway, I'm just calling it cinematic universe because I don't know what else to call it besides series. And since they have different
LC.
movies, and since it's like cinematic and they all take place like in the same stylistic universe because they're all Lego and they have kids playing with them or whatever. Then I'm just
So we
that's why
have
I'm calling it
the
that.
Lego stylistically similar movies.
Except for Lego Batman didn't have that.
Which is confusing because why is that the only? I don't understand because
They're all similar but different because there's different kids.
They don't. Yeah, they
playing
don't.
each
None of them
movie.
even have the same universe rules.
Different
Yeah,
kids in
which-
charge of each movie.
which is why I'm saying it's a cinematic universe, but like not very well put together in that sense. But then again, that's
so
not what they're
bring
going
back
for,
my
really.
X-Men reference.
It's
Do
like
they know what they're going for at this point?
no. Well,
No
given
one
the
even
Lego
knows where the
Ninjago
Billion
movie, I
Brick
don't think
race
so.
is.
I mean, they just don't. They don't have the Kevin Feige figure. to direct.
Well, I don't
They're
understand
like
why.
the Lego.
put Greg in
They're like
charge.
Lego lines
Yes.
themselves.
We need Greg Farsty in charge. That's
Well, like, why is it so hard to plan this stuff? I mean, unlike Marvel, you don't have like 20 movies you have to manage in advance. You can just manage like 2 in advance. It's and
The Lego
Warner
Bionicle movie went. Oh, the Lego Construction movie.
See, here's the thing about Lego. Lego can only ever do something really huge on accident.
like
true.
Bionicle.
Ninjago,
Yeah.
Bionicle, the Lego movie. They were not, and none of them were supposed to be as popular as they were.
And
They were
none of
all
the
very
attempts
much
at
lightning in a
replicating their
bottle,
success
and you can't
will.
catch that twice.
Yeah, anytime they attempt to replicate it, Hero Factory Bionicle
the
G2,
Ninjago
Shima. Yeah, the Ninjago movie.
but-
Anytime they try to replicate success, they fail.
well, here's the problem though. I mean, you can blame all that stuff, but then also, well, I mean, yeah, it is bad studio, decision making. But look at the Lego movie. Okay, it's written and directed by the same people. They're talented people who have like a solid filmography behind them. Okay, then for some reason they choose the director of like Robot Chicken on Adult Swim to do the Batman movie, and then wait, who directed the Lego Ninjago movie again?
A
Too many
stick.
people.
Everybody. Literally everybody.
Everybody directed the Lego Ninjago movie.
Well, that explains why.
I mean, I bet like Justin Theroux probably directed part of it.
Scott Buck directed it.
Jackie
Okay,
Chan. Why don't you just
director
talk like
Charlie
this?
Bean, Paul Fisher,
Oh,
one
wait,
more,
okay,
and
wait.
Bob Logan.
Paula Deen, Bobby Flay.
I thought there
Okay,
were
wait.
7.
What did they direct?
There's more writers. There's
Oh no,
more
that's the
writers
writers.
than
I'm thinking
directors.
writers.
Charlie
there are-
Bean. He has directed Samurai Jack.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, he directed like a couple episodes of Samurai
No,
Jack.
yeah, in the art department. He's
Yeah.
mostly in the art department and stuff. His director credits are the Tron Uprising
Oh.
TV series, which was horrible.
Yeah.
And that was an absolutely horribly
No.
disappointing show.
And Robot Boy.
Oh man, what a creative
I've ne-
name.
Yeah, he's never directed anything.
Robot
that's
Boy. I
good.
used to love that show.
No! Paul Fisher, Shrek Forever After, art department. What? He hasn't even directed anything. Before that, what? Who?
Can you even
Who's this?
say
These
he
are the
has
people
now?
we're trusting with Lego? Seriously?
And
This
then-
is what we did.
Yeah,
and
this is
then
what's
you
happened.
also have. Wait, Bob
And
Logan.
most of the directors are just anime. No wonder the Ninjago movie is kind of a mess direction-wise. They didn't have any real directors.
Mhm.
What is Warner Brothers thinking?
Hey, you
And then
can
you
make
have-
animation, direct a movie.
Are they just rubber stamping everything that?
Yeah, Ryan, you remember
Hercule
that
gives
Ask
to
a
them?
Ninja video about Pirates of the Caribbean where he's like, the director, I'm not really sure if there was one. That's really the Lego Ninjago movie.
Well, and like with the script too, they just like stuffed everything in a shotgun, shot it, and then.
And that's
took the
actually true
pieces.
because they rewrote the script like 5 times.
Except that turned out.
Well, and then
watchable.
it's also directed by the guy who did art for Astro Boy, which I
Well,
haven't
yeah,
seen.
Pirates of the Caribbean turned out more than watchable because they still had a vision.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, Pirates of the Caribbean is like one of the most visually rich trilogies ever. Even like Stranger
Ah, yes,
Tides is like
trilogy.
super good in my opinion.
yeah,
It's like a lot
I
better
can
than
agree
most
with you
other
on that.
stuff. The newer one, it basically looks like they took the blue filter they used on the newer Jurassic Park movie and then upped it to like the highest
Which is
max
disappointing. The newer one
possible.
had so much potential and they literally wasted it all forever. Pirates of the Caribbean's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna go see
I-
the new one in theaters. Now I haven't even watched
Jack-
it, and it's free on Netflix.
I didn't even remember it came out.
When did it?
It's not
Man.
it's not worth watching.
Yeah,
It's
it's
I
free
watched it
on
like
Netflix,
once.
and I skip it.
There's one scene I
Yeah.
enjoyed in the entire movie.
What was that scene anyways?
When
The one with young Jack.
the
Also,
pirate
yeah,
ship got
I
eaten by
am
the dinosaur.
so mad that Barbosa died.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
that
like
was
yeah,
it was
yeah,
for the
well.
dumbest
like,
reasons
I remember,
possible.
I distinctly remember the conditions under which I said I would watch it and the conditions that I did watch it in.
Did you say if you get me to 20 more Twitter followers, I'll watch the new Pirates of the Caribbean
No, I
movie?
actually said I'm only going to watch this
Rub
if I
it in, why
have
don't you?
an alcoholic beverage because I am over 21. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that.
Yeah,
So
don't
I
watch
mean,
this movie.
you know,
Please
so
don't
yeah,
watch
I-
the movie.
I grabbed
something and it's
I
fine.
grabbed a hard
Well,
soda.
it's too late,
just watch the movie.
baby. It's
It
too
was
late.
it was really bad. It left a bad taste in my mouth, both literally and figuratively.
You know,
Yeah, that's why at least
Oh,
Stranger
got him.
Tides is very watchable still.
okay, you know what
I've
would be
seen that movie since
good?
the theater.
Like, you know what could save Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think like would actually be really good. get Phil and Phil Lord and Miller, or Chris
They could just save everything.
Lord and Miller, and
And Malcolm
have them
Miller.
do a Lego Pirates of the Caribbean movie. That would be
Starring
good.
Ryan Gosling.
You know, come think of it, Pirates of the Caribbean and Marvel are the only two like franchises that have never had representation in a Lego movie.
That's right.
Mm,
Pretty much
yeah.
anything
And Prince of
Disney
Persia.
related
Wait, and
before Star Wars.
oh, Prince of Persia and Indiana Jones as well.
Ah, Indy.
But
should
Prince
be
of
in
Persia
there.
is actually it's kind of good. It's not that bad.
I haven't seen it. I
don't
really
know.
want to see it, but you can't get a copy of it anywhere.
Yeah, poor
People
movie
are like,
got
"Oh,
crushed.
Tomb Raider broke the video game curse." I'm like, Tomb Raider was a piece of garbage. Y'all ever heard of Prince of Persia? Man, that thing was good. That had Alfred Molina and Jake Gyllenhaal in it. It was
That was
great.
like during the era where Disney was actually trying with live action movies, and
'Cause we-
people gave them way too much crud over
Like,
it.
Alfred
Right,
Molina
that's where
was
we
in
got
the
Alfred Molina's
Prince of Persia
third
movie?
minifigure.
Yeah, he played the
Dude.
traitor, like
He was
ostrich
the ostrich
guy.
racer guy. He was in charge of
Yeah,
Bro.
he was good.
That's the reason we have a Lego ostrich, isn't it?
That's the
Yes,
reason
that's
we
actually
have
that's actually because of
different
Alfred
Alfred
Molina. You
Molinas.
have the
You
Lego
know,
ostrich.
Those actually weren't bad sets, all in all.
Oh, they
They
were all
weren't.
pretty
I
good.
actually
Looks
only
pretty
have
good.
the
I always
Brickmaster one, but
It's actually weird that Prince of Persia had more Lego sets than Tron Legacy. I don't understand that.
it's like that's got to be one of the weirdest Lego themes.
I'll leave
ever,
it to
just
timing.
by the fact
What
that
about the
it
Lone
exists.
Ranger having like 30?
That makes more sense than Prince of Persia.
You sure?
That actually does. Because you have the train
Oh,
set piece.
Western
You have
type
like
thing. They didn't
actual
do a
set
train, though.
pieces.
Bank, heist, that kind of
or-
thing.
Not
Yeah.
to mention the Lone
Chariots.
Ranger is iconic in itself.
They didn't do
when
the
are we going to
train.
get another
Yeah.
Lego Western theme?
Never.
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 Well, I mean, some of the sets for the new Lego movie will kind of be westerny.
In a way.
You'll get something in the vein of Nexo Knights one day.
We should
perhaps.
talk more about the actual movie trailer.
Yeah,
content,
yeah.
though.
here-
Yes.
I do
Sorry.
like the
Trailer
style,
happened.
like the new style for the minifigures and the characters and such.
New style.
What
I think he means
Like
the edgy
while,
upgrades.
I'm
mean
sorry.
the aesthetic?
Like Lucy has like goggles and like a
yeah, the aesthetic.
scarf
Yeah,
or
they're
something,
edge upgrades.
or shawl or something.
Okay.
Emmett's just Emmett, but damaged.
I like that he's still
like
like the
the faded
exact same
printing.
guy.
Yeah, I like that too. You know,
That's really
I
cool.
I feel like this trailer did make Lego needs to stop releasing plot synopsis because you notice every time they release one, it sounds absolutely awful.
Yes.
It's like
The ninja must deal
I'm
with
still
the most
thinking, like,
important thing ever. The
Lego-
worst thing ever.
Lego
High
is a
school.
lot like Leo.
man.
It's like hit and miss, But like it's like Leo don't release plot synopses. Okay.
Leo is one letter off from being Lego.
Wait.
Are you serious?
Oh, okay.
He had a
Yeah.
G to Leo and his name is Lego.
I was looking at it, I was like, Leo go? Oh, a G between the E and the
No,
O.
you're saying it wrong. It's Leog.
The Lego Leog
So,
movie.
yeah, like the Ninjago movie's plot synopsis was actually probably the worst.
And then, hey,
It was
so
actually
was
even
the
worse than the
movie.
movie ended up being.
Like for the Lego Ninjago movie, they should have just said it's about Ninjago. That would have been good enough.
And remember, they even misspelled Garmadon's name as Gagmadon.
Gagmadon. Like
who
Anya all
runs
over
Lego?
again.
Is it Shark Tale 2? I don't understand. It's just a DVD copy of Shark Tale just running Lego.
No, it's a VHS copy of Shark Tale running Lego.
It's just like it's sitting in a chair and then people just go up and talk to it.
That explains why every idea gets greenlit.
Like here, these like on IMDb, you have the battle for Ninjago City calls to action young master builder Lloyd, aka the Green Ninja, along with his friends, who are all secret ninja warriors.
Thanks for blowing that.
And then like
Well,
led by
spoilers
Master Wu,
much.
wisecracking as he is wise, they must defeat evil warlord Garmadon, the worst guy ever, who happens to be Lloyd's dad. It's like, what is this? This is bad.
Yeah, Lego, you just need to stop.
It's
If
time
you go-
to
if-
stop.
It all looks a lot better when it's just in the trailer. Because they like leave out certain key details. Instead, they make it seem like the most cliche thing ever when there's a totally different point in the trailer.
That 55 Metascore really hurts.
Mhm.
Yep.
4 out of 10, same rating as Black Panther on my end. You know,
Same rating as
it's as good as
Justice
Black
League.
Panther, guys. That means it's the second best movie ever made.
May I get to what it is that I don't like about this trailer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
fine.
I mean,
but then we
sure.
actually got to talk about some of the plot points in the trailer. But go ahead.
This is more of a thing that I would like to say to the wider audience, as well as the wider Hollywood higher-ups who would never hear this. Stop it with the male bashing, please. It makes me uninterested in things. Because it makes, like, in the context of this trailer, it makes absolutely no sense.
Well,
Okay.
Here's what I found really funny though, is because immediately after the line about the whole the guy taking credit, Wildstyle gets kidnapped and then Emmett has to go rescue her.
Right?
So I was thinking like,
come on.
but I'm like, is
Actually,
that
happened in the original
But it's
one,
just like
too.
But
the
it's
way
like,
the line
is that
is said.
intentional?
It's like, so you're saying, like, she's talking to Lucy.
It's kind of weird too. The Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer used that.
Yeah,
exact
it's like,
same
so
joke in the same
you
way.
basically
funny
did all the
then
fighting
either.
and the work in the master building, and you let this hapless male, hapless. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me? You let this
that's a-
hapless male take all of the credit. What is
That's a
going
problem, because
on
it's
with
like-
people that they
That's
believe
It
this?
contradicts what Emmett actually
that's
did.
not
Yeah,
what happened
Emmett
in the
actually
Lego
did most of
movie.
the work. He master built. He fought. He did all that stuff too.
He moved
He should
in
have
real
as
life.
the same, if
He
not
moved
more,
in real life.
credit
No,
as
yeah,
Lucy.
Emmett moved in real life.
Yeah. How do
Yeah,
you compete
like
with
Emmett
that?
did the most.
He
Stop
moved in
underplaying the
real
importance of
life.
males, Hollywood,
Well,
and
here's the
stop
problem.
believing this stuff,
Emmett did
people.
more than Leo does some days.
Well, because like
What?
up until that point,
I
in
had
the
to take my
trailer,
glasses
I was
off for this.
like, man, this could be really good. And it's like, I don't like some of the stuff in the trailer, but I'm thinking, it looks interesting. And it's like up until that point, yeah, sure. But then the line hits, and it's like, oh, I was having
gonna
fun.
be
Why did
that
you have
kind
to
of
throw?
Exactly,
cliche
like
cringe.
Why did you have
like,
to throw me
that
a
line to
Twitter
me, like, as somebody who's
SJW
as somebody
bone
who's
there?
really into family movies, that line,
Well, it's like
if I had children, I'd say
Well, yeah,
that,
'cause, like,
that
little
line alone
kids.
would say, I am not taking my kids to see this.
well, it's like you
because-
got like.
It's like, I don't want my kids to see this. Like, if I have a son, I don't want my son thinking that he's hapless. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, because like you got like all these little boys who are like, man, I love Lego. I want to go see the new Ninjago movie. And then the Lego movie trailer, it's like, oh, you suck, you little boys, you suck.
Right?
Right? And it's
Like, they
and
make
it's just
they
like,
make Lloyd out to be like the biggest wimp in not only the trailer but in the movie. Like, he gets made fun of
Lloyd?
by a
What?
male cheerleader. How lame
think-
could you be?
I
How
think that was
lame
the
could you
joke.
be?
Wait, how
Wait,
did we get over
Lloyd
to
or-
here?
It's
Or
just
Emmett?
like
What?
I feel like
Where
the
are
male
we?
characters, or at least the lead male characters in these Lego movies, or at least like in the Ninjago movie, and I guess it's going to be the Lego movie too. They're making them out to be
Oh, I don't-
wimps. I don't like that.
I don't think that's where the movie's actually going to go.
Well, I
all the
mean,
way
we
through.
already
it's
did
probably
get
gonna-
confirmation that it's going to be
it's
about
probably
gender
just gonna be a
differences, because we
throwaway
totally
line,
need more
honestly.
movies about gender
Yeah, I'm pretty
differences.
sure it's going to be throwaway because obviously right after that, everyone except for Emmett gets captured.
I don't know.
and and in the end, it could actually just be a subversion of that whole thing, because I mean,
Stop
Emmett has to go
subversion.
rescue her, and it's
I'm
like,
sick of that
if
word.
it,
I really am.
well, no,
They
I
never
like
really do
subversions though.
subversions of that particular thing anyway.
Well, but
It's
that would
usually
actually be
played
really
straight every
interesting
time.
though.
But
it's
subversion
like-
does
Yeah, it would
not
be.
always necessarily equal good. That's the point.
Well, but
subverting
Ford-
a
but
bad
Ford in this-
trope would be good.
But Ford, in this case, would you rather have them just blatantly state that, and then there's like no nuance to that, and it's just like in your face, or would you rather have, oh, this was wrong, so they're going to actually do a different take on that, and it's actually, oh, you maybe do need to be rescued actually,
the
and you
point
do
is,
need the hapless male's help.
I'm
It's
already
like,
seeing
you know,
both sides.
Yeah, like,
like
you
there's
remember
nothing
the
nuanced
first
about
movie
it.
where
I
it
already
was the
see
whole
the
Lord
'cause
business
I already see the
dude
end game in
and
both
the anarchist
scenarios.
good guys, and then the anarchist
Well,
good guys were helpless.
It's either they say it and he
idiots.
goes to save them, but then he screws up and Lucy ends up saving everybody anyway.
well, no,
Or
it's like,
they actually say that, and then Emmett actually steps up to the plate and says, "Hey, I'm going to save him," and then he does. Like,
Well-
the scenario ends either way, and I've already seen that. So do I need to see the movie? Nah.
Wait, isn't that any movie?
Yeah, any
well,
movie can end.
here's
with
what I'm
either
trying to
victory
say
or
though, is
not.
that subversions, I mean, yeah, like anything in a movie doesn't have to be good or bad. I mean, it can be bad. Like any trope in a movie could be bad. It could
Good,
be
yeah,
overused.
yeah, could be bad.
But like also the Lego movie, the first one was built entirely on subversion.
And they say they want to do the same thing this time.
It was
Well, it's like, it's probably just a throwaway line, but if they actually make a big deal out of it and actually do a subversion of it, I think that's actually pretty clever writing.
Yeah, it's not
They
like
probably
we've
Guys,
ever...
won't.
we need to resync real quick.
Okay.
Steam decided to update, and it's screwing up my Audacity.
Okay.
Okay, what should we...
Want to join in on the discussion? Join the BCC Crew Discord server. Link is in the description below.
I
Okay.
do not know what to think about the plot, because when the Lego movie first came out, I mean, I was a bit younger, I hadn't seen more stuff, I was really into it, but if I had seen the trailer for the first Lego movie now, I would have been really skeptical, because the
I
plot
was really
just seems...
skeptical.
The plot seems so out there and like not what you would expect.
I heard
And
it
it's the
was gonna
same
be
thing
a
with this
musical.
movie too, because it has things that I don't think would be good. Because you have like, it takes place. It's like The Incredibles too. It takes place kind of like right after the events of the
Well,
first
actually,
one.
it's 5 years. They
Yes.
confirmed.
Well,
5
but
years.
what I'm saying is it's in direct correlation to the events of the first one. Whereas I thought the ending of the first one was like a little like just like a cool, funny ending, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
I
takes
do
place,
hate
like,
it when they do
They're
that.
taking it and they're running with it. I love it.
But it's like, I don't know if that will be good, especially like the whole Duplo little girl angle, and then you have like, what is it, the mini
mini
doll.
doll.
Mini
Dolls.
Yeah, the mini doll. Like it
I do
could
think-
be really funny.
I think that's kind of interesting, though, that they are kind of making the mini doll the villain, because a lot of people hate mini dolls, and they're
'Cause they
acknowledging
don't
that.
have individually
I don't think they're
moving
gonna
legs.
play mini dolls as bad guys too straightly.
I'm pretty sure that it is the straight up bad guy.
I
think in
really
the end they're
hope
gonna be
that
like
they
mini
don't-
dolls are Lego too.
Oh, well,
Of
in
course
every
it-
Lego movie, the
well-
bad guy isn't the bad guy by the end.
Yeah, of course the mini
Yeah.
doll is the bad guy.
Like,
It
Lord
utters
Business,
the
he
line
kills
that
a
I
bunch of
don't
people,
like.
but they still like him.
You know, where is Lord Business?
It's a shame
He
he's
should
not
be
gonna
in
be in
jail.
this one.
That's what he should. He should be in
Okay,
jail.
all right. If the Lego movie does not have
He
Lord
owns the
Business in
jail.
it, like if they don't even mention him, I'm automatically rating it like a 6 out of 10.
Was
Because I mean
Will
that's just
Ferrell
dumb.
in the credit?
I don't know.
I haven't
If-
heard anything
I-
about it.
They actually probably, he probably has a bigger role than, I'm assuming like the dad has a bigger
gonna
role and
look
they're
it up
keeping
real
it a
quick.
surprise. Like if he's not really been like formally announced, that's probably what it is. They're probably
Was he-
keeping
Maybe
him as a surprise.
maybe he buys his daughter a mini doll set.
The dad died, and that's why it's an apocalypse movie.
Like
I'm picturing like this Will Ferrell comedy sketch where he's like doing something stupid in his car and then he gets hit by like a pizza truck and it's like in slow motion with opera music as like the pizza just like slides all over the car and he like flops out of the car
So
screaming in
Will
like that Will Ferrell
is
way.
not credited as being in this movie.
Okay, I think he probably will be. They haven't formally said he is because I mean they
They'll
don't have
mention
to.
what happened to his character. They will. It'll
Yeah.
happen.
he's in jail.
Or like Will Ferrell probably couldn't come back because he has
You know what would be
commitments
funny?
elsewhere.
If it, like the role was he was still president, but then like he's just got really lazy after the Lego movie and stopped caring about anything, so he's just sitting back.
That's
Also,
why
He's
he's
what
president of the
insane-
wasteland, which doesn't really count.
How dumb would you have to be to get want Lord Business to still stay president?
Well,
Just-
I mean, technically he's more of a dictator, and he didn't really give anything up.
Well, actually, the truth is that like he still controls everything. So even if his heart is changed, it's not like they could really do much of anything about
Yeah,
it.
Well,
if
here's
he-
the thing: he had to
The
be
town
president
got
because he
destroyed that same
makes
night.
All of the ballot machines.
The
Yeah,
town
so
got
he
destroyed
And
that
also,
same
Right.
night. There
don't
are
vote for
no
him, he
ballot
will be put to sleep.
machines.
And also, he's literally the guy that owns all the Lego in the movies.
Yeah.
There's no
If you don't vote for him,
Bricksburg
he'll be put to
anymore.
sleep.
It's all destroyed.
Simple
He's
as
president of nothing. He's president of Ash.
You know what these movies need? Play-Doh.
No, no,
They could have
they
Play-Doh
can't do
stop
that. They actually
motion
can't do
monsters. Why not?
that.
Warner
You
Brothers will
can't
buy
license
Hasbro.
Play-Doh because it's Hasbro.
Warner Brothers will buy Hasbro.
They'd have to
Warner
just do
Brothers will
like
buy it.
some kind of silly putty or something. Like I'm sure they
They
could do
could just-
silly putty.
Ah,
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
You know what I was disappointed to find out the other day? I forget who I recommended to, that we buy 100 pounds of silly putty and drop it off a building. Then I Googled it and someone did it already.
Aww. That's a shame.
You should have just told me, and I'd be like, I'm gonna buy 500 pounds of silly putty and drop it on myself.
Wait, Orion, it doesn't matter what it is. That's literally 500 pounds.
No, I'd rig it so I'd be like standing over a manhole, and then I would like draw through a manhole.
What are you gonna do with half a ton?
That's still
of
500 pounds.
That sounds like the
Seriously.
best episode of Looney Tunes ever. Do it.
How could you even get 500 pounds of silly putty? Do you know how many silly putty eggs in Walmart you'd have to buy to
I
get
think
500
from
pounds?
my research,
Opening world's
I'm
giant
trying this.
egg. World's
also
biggest
for the
egg.
record, that's 1/4 of a ton of silly putty.
Oh, really? Oh.
Anyway, I
Nice.
think
Yeah,
you can
quarter
buy
ton.
silly putty just like not in the little containers, but like just buy it in bulk.
In bulk.
Yeah, go rob
Yeah,
the
in bulk is
Hasbro
an
warehouse.
understatement.
Silly putty by the pound. Oh yeah, someone
See
Googled
if you
this
could
before.
buy an actual ton of silly putty.
Here's
and
a
how much it would
5-pound
be.
block.
How much is a 5-pound block?
Cool, man, just
$100.
buy 100. Now buy 100 of them.
What?
$100 for 5 pounds?
It's from Crayola.com.
What? Crayola, man. What's in that silly putty?
That must be some kind of
Does
kindergarten.
Crayola own
operation.
silly putty? They must, because there's an actual silly putty logo in here.
Heisenberg brand silly putty. Everyone's favorite.
But yeah, you can buy. Okay, Orion. So that is
So
100
500 pounds
times
would set you
that.
back 10 grand.
So Orion, when you
It's
make
worth
this
it,
video-
Orion.
when you make
Donate
this
to our
video, Ryan,
Patreon so I
you need to
can
label
drop
it
a
as
ton of
you
silly
drop-
putty on myself.
You drop 2,224.11 newtons on you.
I think you're going to drop more dollars than you are silly.
That's a lot of fake Newtons.
Is there like a silly putty black market? Like I could take an actual ton of silly putty and then like redistribute it and make profit. Like, could I sell silly putty like on the street?
You're going to
It
sell
has
it
to be
at top
cheaper, like to get
dollar.
a bunch of silly putty. You can get silly putty at the dollar store. That has to be cheaper than this, right?
Like,
But you
can
can't
you
get it by the
plug
pound.
silly putty?
What?
Is it possible?
If you inject it into your bloodstream, you become Clayface.
No, it's too thick. I'm gonna have to
Slap it on your
think
chest,
about
you know?
this.
On Amazon, 1 pound of silly putty is $25. So the Crayola
Like-
one's a better deal.
Could someone theoretically start a silly putty like black market ring and then just make lots of money selling overpriced silly putty to people?
Do it.
This site
Should I
Like,
says...
start setting up my VPN now? In case the
Okay,
FBI
what is this? This other site here. It's saying they have their own off-brand called Funny Putty. That's $22 a pound.
What is
What?
happening?
And then the silly putty they're referencing here is apparently, this is 2004 that this site was put
Ugh.
up and not altered since then, but in 2004 you could get 5 pounds of silly putty for just $80.
Huh.
Top 10 anime price hikes.
Wow, I'm disappointed at the price of silly putty these days.
Mhm.
Wow. You
probably
could be
because nobody
disappointed at
wants
the price
them.
of so many other things these days. Like milk, or bread, or eggs. But no.
That's not getting
you're
in the
worried
way
about
of my
silly
quality of
putty?
living. This silly putty is actively getting in the way of my quality of life.
I imagine
Well,
I
then-
could ruin lots of lives just selling silly putty on the black market.
We'll
too.
subsidize it. We'll subsidize the silly putty.
Silly putty
hey,
saves lives.
I just got
This
notification.
podcast is not sponsored by Hasbro.
There are new Suicide Squad 2 writers. They are from the Lego Movie 2. No, I'm joking.
I thought
No,
you were
they're
serious
all-
for a second.
Okay.
They're all no names.
Are you
they
joking
haven't
like a
written
Joker
anything
movie
before.
Suicide
directed
Putty.
and starring Jared
they-
Leto?
No,
Silly
they've
Squad.
All right, we need to get back on topic to the plot here. We've got like 15-ish minutes left.
Yes, so the Duplo monsters destroyed everything
Should-
at the end.
Should we all take like I don't know 3 or 4 minutes each to say where we think the plot will go? Like,
All right,
in
yeah, let's do
theory?
that. You want to start?
No, I'll let you start. That way I can build off of your idea and make it better.
Yeah, okay.
No.
I guess we can take something from the original plot synopsis. Then it does seem like there's going to be a musical portion in space. So
Man, that sounds cool.
who knows how that's gonna go? And
Poorly.
I'm guessing we'll see that he's going to be like in different planets. It'll probably be somewhat like a road trip movie, I'm thinking. A buddy road trip with Emmett and Planty.
Planet Bionicle.
No! Nobody likes that
How about
anymore.
in the next Lego
They
movie
could do
trailer
Hero
they
Factory.
have
Great.
If it
great
has
they have,
no
like,
factory, it's automatically a 9 out of 10.
automatically. How about the next trailer they have like the Thor Ragnarok Led Zeppelin immigrant song?
You know what? Actually, the Lego Hero Factory movie would probably be like the best Lego movie.
Imagine if they actually followed like with their original idea, like an Incredibles style.
Yeah, it's just
story.
like Hero Factory is so unable to be taken seriously too. If they just didn't.
Okay, all
That'd be nice.
you Lego conspiracy theorists guys, if this like gets out to any of you, you know what I'm talking
Let's get
to.
John Cena.
But it's
to voice
like
Preston Stormer.
I think Lego Hero Factory the movie would be better than any of the other Lego movies except the first one.
It could. It
The
totally has
hottest
potential to.
takes, okay? Just too good. Could you please like report on this podcast and be like, the breaking news: the BCC issues controversial statement saying Hero Factory the Lego movie would be better than the others, or what? Something. Come on, get us some views.
But yeah, I mean, they totally could have a Hero Factory cameo because that theme's never had anything in it the movies. So there may be a Marvel reference in this one if by some miracle.
Nah.
And it would have to be a Star-Lord reference because that would be cool. You know, because you have like Chris
Emmett,
Pratt and Chris
yeah.
Pratt.
Yeah, and that was in space, so...
Well, can't
And
we
then-
get like a Jurassic World reference or
Please,
something?
like, aren't they owned by the same company?
I believe so.
No.
Yeah. They were both in Lego Dimensions.
That's true.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and
Sure.
there are also like Lego sets of them
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So
And they don't have to hire a new actor.
Have Chris Pratt
Jurassic
meet Emmett.
Jurassic
Done.
World would be more believable because Universal and Warner Brothers.
No, I just thought of something. Okay, Will Ferrell dies in like the pizza car crash, and then Chris Pratt adopts the children.
What?
What?
No,
That's
the
why
kids
they're
from
so
the Lego
Oh,
movie.
you mean like in the real world part
In
of
the
it?
real
Yeah, the real
world.
world.
So like the
Aw.
dad dies and actual Chris Pratt adopts the kids.
Oh,
That's sad.
no.
You know what would have been actually even more interesting is if this was actually like after the kid from the first one grew up. And then
Why does that never happen? Like with the Incredibles, it's like immediately afterwards
No.
and the kids haven't grown up. Like, do you know how cool it would have been to have like grown up
It's just
Dash?
like with bearded Hiccup.
That would be awesome.
They won't have him have a beard throughout
Commit.
the entire movie.
Commit.
Why?
Give Hiccup the beard. Just man. Well, it would be kind of weird though to hear like this voice. It's like, once there were dragons, and now I haven't grown out
Get
of
Greg
puberty yet.
Farshchi to voice.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like, can you imagine like this
One?
guy? He's like all
Yeah,
masked
you
and
have
he
to
has like
get
this
the
big
original
beard.
voice of
Once
Lloyd.
when
And
I
then-
was a
and-
boy, there
Once
was dragons.
There were dragons.
Yeah, it's basically It's like basically Hiccup is he's just like he's never going through puberty and he's gonna have a beard. It doesn't make any sense, you know.
Why do you sound exactly like him?
Because it's
I wish
I'm
we
being
would have
Greg
released
related.
that. No one knows about that. Like a long time ago, me and Orion did the Greg Cast review, which
Oh,
has actually
yeah.
had a ton of great
Oh,
content.
yes.
But Orion's audio never uploaded.
Yeah, I was
'cause
wondering why. I
even
never
then my
heard of
internet
that.
still. No, I actually wait. I don't think I had internet. I had internet at the library. I didn't even have internet at the house.
Nope.
Yeah.
You had to break into your mom's house.
Rent a hotel room. Use their
Next
complimentary
podcast, I'm just going to do the entire thing, just Hiccup voice. That's
My name is Samad, and maybe a name you've heard around the
Right, we should
fires
read
of
some of the other
glory
Bionicle
here.
serials, and you should do Greg's voice in it.
yeah. No, I
Uh,
could do that. Yeah.
Read something that Greg's
that would be that
never
hard to do.
read
We should
before.
totally just record one of those.
Yeah, we could have like one person do narrator, other people. do voices.
Read bad
If we-
Bionicle fan fiction in Greg's
Okay.
voice.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Read
that'd
bad
be better.
Bionicle fan fiction, like, and do like a pitch perfect Greg
Orion,
impersonation.
Orion, what you need to do is
Uh-huh.
you need to get your sister to read the girl parts.
Yeah.
No, Ryan, you need to do a girl voice.
No, but
Okay.
just
All right.
like
Everyone. Like, I've already
Yeah,
said
let's
enough
go to
about
someone
this
else's-
movie, but I want to hear what Mace has to say about like the plot. Like, where do you think it would go?
Well, they're gonna go into space. He's gonna follow them. They're gonna go to a bunch of weird planets. Like there's gonna be a planet with construction junk. There's gonna be Fabuland planets. All the planets are gonna be based around themes that the sister plays with. Because it has been 5 years. She's like 11, 12 or
Wait,
so now.
why would his sister be playing with Fabuland? That was like 30 years ago.
That's
Well,
what
there
I
is an
call
established
friends. That is what I
Fabuland
call friends.
Land.
Because it is just modern Fabuland. It's like,
Friends is
No, it's
much
not.
okay. Friends has way more artistic integrity than Fabuland.
man, I don't even know the difference or care about the two. I'm just saying semantics. And then
What, big leap.
in the end, they're gonna reconcile. And it's gonna be like, oh, all these weird planets, they're Lego too.
They're Lego.
That's gonna-
too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh,
that's
this
how World
isn't.
War II ends.
It's gonna.
Oh,
this
look, all
isn't
these
real
Nazis, they're
Lego.
people
That's gonna be
too.
the conflict. This isn't real Lego. Like Duplo's not real. Mini dolls aren't real. They don't count.
Actually, that would
Like
be kind of
Ga-
cool though. But they'd have to put a Bionicle in it then.
Yeah, that's why I said the construction
Oh, but then
planet.
all
Like
the A-Foes will be
Galador.
angry.
There's gonna be Galador and Tahu and Furno.
If
in one of the
Galador is in it,
planets.
that's another like 9 out of 10. But and then if it has Hero Factory and Galador, that's immediate 10 out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I'm betting even if
I'm-
it's just for a moment, one of the planets will be a construction planet. With all the weird construction guys.
I actually, the one thing I don't want though is a Bionicle construction planet in the Lego movie because it would not fit.
I
at
want
all.
Bionicle to be a part of construction
I want
planet
just,
with
like-
Galador
they
and
could stick a
Tahu
photo
and
there.
They just need
Furno.
to like stick a Takua in a Technic planet is all.
Okay, if they did like the Matoran in like the Lego movie, then that would be cool. But I just think tonally,
It can't
doing
be. It can't be like
Bionicle-
canon Bionicle-ish. I think
No,
it
no,
should be
no,
like a
no,
Bionicle
no.
shows
Not
up in a
visiting the
Technic
Bionicle
world.
universe, nothing like that.
Yeah, just like a
seeing
Bionicle
Tahu standing shoulder to shoulder with Nick Bluetooth. That's what we'll see.
I'd buy that.
I mean, I'd
They're not
going
going to do it, but it's going to be a background reference, if anything.
Yeah, like I said, even if it's just for 1 second, we'll probably see that.
I'm curious if we're going to get more scenes in the real world because. I mean, I actually didn't
No,
mind the real world scenes in the first movie, but like
I liked it
in
a lot.
in the Lego Ninjago movie, they were absolutely atrocious.
And then there weren't any Batman movies, so we don't know what to expect at all.
Because like if they did it right, I would be down for it. But they would have to do it right, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. What if like I know I used to do this too when I had some Legos, and like I know maybe some other kids do, but like what if the other planets were when the girl takes like the toys on different play dates to other houses and there's like other Lego? That would be interesting.
Yeah, that could work.
That's a possibility.
And then like the
For sure.
spaceship that they're in like the Lego movie is in real life it's like the minivan and like the soccer mom minivan, you know? And there's like the fruit roll-ups, you know, tucked in like the back seat and like the soccer ball and like some sneakers or whatever. It'd be cool.
Speaking of that, I'm pretty sure that the mini doll is the sister. Like,
Yeah, for
like
sure,
Will
for sure.
Ferrell was
That's the
business.
sister's character.
I also hope that they don't pull a bait and switch and they're like, guess what? That wasn't the villain. This person was the villain the whole time.
I think it's gonna be some. I'm sure there's gonna be some reconciliation. They're probably gonna
Yeah.
follow the same theme as the Lego movie, where it's the kid reconciling with his dad. And
This
it'll
time it's
him
gonna be
with
the
his
kid and
sister.
the sister.
Okay, that's gonna be really cool. I think. Maybe.
Maybe in
So
real
it'll be the
life,
first
she
Lego
just
movie
stole all
not
of
about a
his
father-son
minifigs.
relationship.
Again, though, it's like all that we've seen. It looks good, but you know, trailers they're meant to look good. Everyone, keep in mind who it's being written by, and it's being directed by the guy who did Trolls and Chipwrecked. You know, the fourth Chipmunks movie.
Remember how
So-
good the Ninjago trailer looked?
Yeah, well, and what was weird because they cut all the content out of the trailer. From the movie or whatever, and like the content in the trailer was some of the best stuff. I don't know why they didn't just leave it in. It's weird.
It's really weird. So Leo,
Does it have
what's
no
your
direction?
idea?
Okay, so if I had my way, part of
Oh,
what they
no.
would do.
Wait, this
on
isn't
these
about you
planets-
having your way. This is how you think.
No.
Your
No,
predictions.
this
Unless
just-
your
I
way
love it.
is the
I love it. If
Leo,
they-
this
if
is
they could-
Lego. We never get our way, okay?
I know.
Hashtag bring back Bionicle.
No,
Again.
Lego steampunk.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
work
If-
in
if they
focus
could
groups.
reference
We've been
in
over
some
this.
way-
Speaking of
all
Lego
of the-
steampunk, they have confirmed Metalbeard's going to be in here.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can
Okay.
see him in the promotional image.
I could use more Nick Offerman in my life.
Why is it that I think like Metalbeard could just be a character in Deadpool 2? He doesn't seem like a child-friendly.
That's what makes him so great.
He needs his own movie.
What was
I-
the
I
whole
would-
thing you
I
talked
totally
about,
want
like
the
being a
Lego
moral
Pirates movie.
problem or whatever? And what was that whole thing like? Whatever.
I recall it slightly, but I want the Lego Pirates movie starring Metalbeard.
Yes.
No, I just want a Lego Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Jack
Oh.
Sparrow and
Also starring
Metalbeard.
Metalbeard.
Also,
If they hadn't have given him
Well,
the
you know, if they did a
backstory,
Lego
we could've
Pirates
gotten
movie, they probably would have Pirates
the
of the Caribbean.
Metalbeard. What's it called? The Metalbeard prequel movie.
okay,
We could have gotten a
that's what I
Metalbeard
want.
prequel trilogy. Did you realize the potential that was lost? In that scene?
Directed by Ron Howard.
No.
Directed by Taika Waititi.
Written
All right.
by Ewan McGregor.
Produced by Kathleen Kennedy.
No. No.
All right, so
No!
Leo, where do you think the plot is actually going? And we gotta get to Ford. You have 30 seconds.
Well, I kind of do think. You're rushing me.
30 seconds
All right, I
later.
want Ice Planet 2002.
Leo, it's not about what you
It's
want.
not about what you want, Leo.
I don't care.
It's what you. It's what you
expect
get.
to
We're
see
going to
Ice
space.
Planet
We have a classic
2002?
space opera thing. We can have all the classic space themes. Imagine it. Mars Mission, Ice Planet, Space Police 3. Imagine it. Imagine.
Now, and
Ford, where do you think the plot? Well, I guess we kind of already.
I
heard
already
Space
kind of said
themes
it
popping up.
earlier.
it would
It's
Yeah,
either going to
like
go
so.
one or two ways. Either they're going to go with full on Emmett is an idiot, but Lucy is smart, so she knows how to get out of things. Or Lucy can't get out of it, but Emmett will help everybody and save the day in the end. That's
Plot
the
twist
extent
is
of what it's
Planty was
boiling
the
down
real
to.
hero.
There is
From
no
what I've seen
there
in
is
the
no
trailer-
logical subversive formula here. It's literally just going to be an animated feature that you predict before you see it. I'm not expecting anything mind-blowing. I was kind of
Okay.
expecting something similar out of the Lego movie, the first one. Like it's going to end with the heroes winning anyway. They're going to redeem the bad guy.
true, but every movie
Like
pretty much does.
There's
Yeah, I'm
nothing
pretty
new
sure
here.
A Lego. We're not going to get an Infinity War.
Like
ending
I'm
for the
not
Lego movie.
I'm not complaining that there's nothing new here. Sometimes it's nice
Planty
to get
snaps
like
his
the
police
same.
Well, I mean,
thing.
like, you
But
had-
then
half
other
the
times
bricks
it's
I
like
mean, you have-
okay, this is getting kind of old. You know what I mean?
I mean, you had Batman v Superman. I mean, that mixed things up. I mean, it's not. I mean, we had Zack.
You know what I want? I want Lego Batman versus Superman.
It's just like I want something tasteful. I want something tasteful. If they could do that,
Yes.
then I'll be
Ben
okay with
Affleck.
whatever they put out.
In a dark shower.
Man,
Ah.
I
Nobody
totally
wants to
want
hear what
Lego
I have to
Batman
say.
versus Superman now.
Here's what I
They
think
wouldn't do
is kind
Superman
of going to
justice.
happen. Like in the scenario, it's like, let's say the movie's really good. I think it's gonna have like, I don't know where it is. Like it's gonna have like a super like emotional scene, kind of like the How to Train Your Dragon scene that was a little bit shoehorned when what I don't know remember his name, but when Gerard Butler died or whatever. Yeah, I think like it'll have like a heartfelt scene in there. I think if it's good, I think it's gonna be really good. But if it's not, I think it's just gonna be like super average.
I mean, like again, like I don't think there's anything like really surprising or wow. It's gonna change everything about it. You know what I mean?
True, but people
It's
said
just
that
like
about the
it's
first-
just
after
another
the first
Lego
trailer.
animated movie. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be good.
I'm not
People are
gonna
gonna
go
like
in
it. Yeah,
expecting
great.
it to be.
It's like
amazing.
I should be more excited than I am, and I want to be
no,
more
you
excited.
You shouldn't, because
But-
who's like directing it and everything.
I'm going to go
Yes,
in
we know.
hoping
Like I wasn't
it's
even
not
excited for the
trash.
first Lego movie. I didn't even
Well, wait, did
realize
you
it was
like
coming
it?
out until the weekend it came out, and everybody was talking about it.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah, I love the first Lego
Okay.
movie,
Because like I know,
but
I think I know like almost everyone's.
but
opinion
I
on
didn't
here
see
about
it in the theater.
It's an excellent
I didn't
movie.
see it until
I
it
wanna own
came
it on
out
Blu-ray.
on.
I can't remember if I saw it when
disc.
it came out on Blu-ray too.
Yeah,
I regret
I saw it in
skipping
the theater.
I regret
did too.
skipping
every
that.
chance I had to go see it in the theater, I couldn't, because at the time I was a senior in high school and I just
I had
didn't
no
have the
interest.
time.
It didn't look like it was gonna. I didn't think it could be any good. Didn't think there was any chance it would be.
I was lucky to make enough time to see the Lego Ninjago movie.
What?
And you all know how that turned out.
I actually remember being like super hyped and positive for it, and then like everyone I knew, including some of you guys, were like, "Man, it's just gonna be trash. It's gonna be like Clutch Powers." And I was like, "But I liked Clutch Powers at the time. I don't like Clutch Powers now, really." But
How dare you recant?
I mean, it's kind of not a good movie, Clutch Powers.
Clutch Powers is before its time.
I still have the DVD of it somewhere.
If you don't have any nostalgia for it, of course. I only saw it in the last couple of years.
Clutch Powers is like all the worst parts of the Lego TV shows.
Clutch Powers being like the first Lego movie, like to the Lego movie, he's like, "I was a god once." You know.
Ooh, think we'll see any Lego Universe references?
No.
Why not?
No, 0%.
Okay,
chance.
whoa, wait a minute. Can we
Unless
just
they
a
hit
second
a monkey,
here?
I don't expect
a literal second. How good would a Lego Universe movie be?
Amazing.
Terrible.
Very good.
It could totally
It'd be
do. Lego Universe totally fits the style of the Lego movies.
And it's got a really cool premise already.
Lego, if you're listening, just make a Lego Universe movie, make it really good, everyone likes it, and start Lego Universe 2 again.
I know what we're going to do.
No,
we're
even like the main characters, like the faction
Niels B.
leaders.
Christensen, the CEO of Lego, and we will tell him that we want a Lego Universe movie.
Like the faction leaders would make great characters and everything. I could totally see them having really funny personalities.
Are people
I've
going
always
to latch
wanted
onto
a
them,
Dr.
though?
Overbuild minifigure.
Probably not.
Oh, well, that's kind of a little. It's like, well, like, people latch onto anybody. People are like leeches; they're always latch onto somebody.
Like Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Release the Snyder Cut hashtag.
I kind of want
I
to see
still-
the Snyder
I
cut.
It doesn't exist though. That's the problem.
I still can't believe that people like Justice League. I can understand why people like Batman v Superman. I actually can understand that. I don't understand how people like Justice League.
I haven't seen Justice League still.
It's not even funny. Like, to make fun of it, it's
No.
not even funny.
That's what
I mean,
it
it's
looks like.
fun
It just
to
looks
make fun of
so
Superman's
average.
face.
Is like bad average.
It's
I'd say it's like-
worse than the worst MCU film. Unironically.
What's weird is that it's less consistent than Batman and Robin. I don't think it's as
What?
bad, but it's less consistent.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
remember
kind
when
of
I
enjoy
was
Batman
explaining
and
the
Robin
plot to
still,
you guys?
quite a bit.
Well,
Have we talked this to death yet?
No.
maybe. I feel like it went by pretty quick. There's still more stuff we could talk about.
Yeah, we could
besides
We could talk
Yeah.
about like Lego movies in relation to movies for hours and hours.
Mhm.
Also, it's interesting. The Lego movie itself is probably one of, if not the most meta movies ever made.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
I don't know why people don't talk about it enough, like an achievement. Like
It should
alongside
have
like
gotten an
Kung Fu
Oscar.
Panda, I think it's like those are like two of the best animated movies ever made.
Mm.
I'd almost say no question best animated movies ever made.
Actually, yeah, here, like, American animation has gone downhill so bad in the past couple decades. It's like it just gets
But what about
worse
the
and
Emoji
worse.
movie?
Shut up.
That is interesting though,
What
because
about
it's like
Avatar?
is that the peak of bad animation though? Like the Emoji movie that we have Illumination Studios. It's like can it get worse? If it's at the
Yeah,
lowest point,
they were planning
can it get
Despicable Me
better?
4.
It's just like you can do much more than just Frozen 2 with animation. I mean, just yeah, it's
You
just
can do literally
it's dumb.
anything you might.
It's dumb that like all animated movies in the West are made basically for kids, and then you have an emotional hook for adults.
You know,
That's
whenever
basically it.
they are made more for like everyone, they're usually incredibly good. You got Megamind,
Yeah,
Kung Fu Panda, this
Lego
Pixar
movie
like
to an
stuff,
extent.
like the old Pixar stuff.
yeah. That is interesting that you bring up Megamind though, because I hadn't actually thought of that. But now I'm thinking about it, it's like it's not really like a kids movie,
No.
but it's not like a mature adult movie, but it's
a
a
family
PG
movie.
rated.
The
Family.
characters,
It's
the
it's
thing is the
basically a
characters are very,
PG rated
like, adult.
superhero film.
Yeah, it's like the characters are very like real adult type characters. too.
Yeah. That is actually really interesting. Okay, again though, Megamind deserved a sequel more than the Incredibles movie.
I have a question.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is Megamind?
You haven't
don't
seen
know
Megamind?
Never heard of it.
No,
well,
it's-
to be fair, like it's incredibly
you have to have a very
under-talked
high
about.
IQ.
I've literally never heard of it.
No, it's
I'm
real.
sh-
It's really good.
It is really good.
You,
It's like
you may have talked about it before on the podcast.
It's
I
basically
don't.
it's basically
It hasn't come up.
it's a
conversationally
parody
that often.
of Superman, and it's about a blue giant-headed villain alien who's sent to Earth after his planet is destroyed, at the same time as like this cocky, kind of arrogant, extremely perfect Superman is sent from his planet to Earth,
Uh-huh.
and they both become rivals.
Yeah, and
in-
one
in
is
this one
physically
city.
Superman strong. The other one has no physical strength at all. And
So
it's
he's
just small.
basically
And
Lex
it's
Luthor.
just it's
Yeah,
basically no,
well,
well, no,
mixed
but
with
he's
not
like-
Brainiac,
so-
mixed with
sort of.
Superman.
it's really hard. He's a really interesting character. Is the thing.
He does
it
have
might be
some
more layered.
flavor of Luthor in him, but that's not.
It might be
all.
more layered than I initially thought, because I rewatched it recently and I was thinking some of this doesn't make sense, because why does Hal or Titan want to like conquer the city, and where's like the military? Why not the world? I don't understand. I'm thinking the whole Megamind movie might just be a metaphor for what Megamind is actually experiencing, and we're not getting the real picture. That's wow, mind blown. People, go watch Megamind. That's underrated.
Megamind
Go
one?
watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we've went over time now, so
All
it's
right,
about time
I'll
to
take
end
us
this
out.
podcast.
So thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out our second channel, BCC After
Yes.
Hours, where we post all kinds of stuff like food reviews.
do have
But
a new
we
late
but
night
we
show
mainly
planned.
do food reviews. That's right, food reviews,
And
food
memes.
reviews, and get ready,
Memes.
food reviews.
And the late night show.
We also have a Patreon. Displayed are some of our backers. Thank you all for backing Patreon. You can just donate $1. Helps. Every single dollar helps. So you could do that. Be sure to leave a comment of what do you think about Lego Movie 2 trailer. I know I don't like it. You know I don't like it. But like, hey, if you like it, good on you. I'm glad you like it. I think that's everything, right?
I mean, I'm not glad they like it.
Wow.
No.
You're so disingenuous.
I don't even like our fans. I'm just here.
No!
I.
No!
Well,
Okay,
like
to be
you.
fair to Orion, if he says he doesn't like our fans, there's basically no one he doesn't like.
Got him.
Yeah, I guess.
I love all you people. You're great. Thank you for giving us a voice, essentially,
All 13 of you.
because somebody's listening to us.
Whoa, 13 whole people watch? That's like 13 more than I expected.
Yeah, it's great. So, without further ado, I suppose, for LQ, Mace, Leo, Orion, and myself, Ford, we thank you all for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.